Yo, what's the good word? What's happening? How y'all doing, man? It's good to see you. It's good to be seen, huh? What my dog we saying? Yeah. How y'all feeling? We drinking apple juice. Yeah, we gotta be right. So yeah, you guys might have seen the topic of this this episode of Learning Out Loud. It's working through creative block. Yeah, man, we were doing really good. We had about 9 episodes of thinking. What is it? What is the title of my own show? Learning Out Loud. All right, so we had like 9 episodes of Learning Out Loud. Yeah, and they are all good. But I realized that, I had some distractions come up and you had to kind of flick them like a little bug. You had to, just kind of, yeah. So, we took care of the distractions. And then now I realized that I'm in kind of like a creative block. So I got to work my way out of this creative block so I could get back to the project that we were working on. And yeah, this is just how I usually do it. How I usually get out of creative block is I have to do something that's fundamentally, what's up, Nickies? I have to do something that's fundamentally usual for me or something that I'm real familiar with. So yeah, that's how we're going to work out this creative block today. And what's up, Nickies? Yeah, I'm good, brother. How you, man? Good to see you. Good to be seen, brother. Yes, sir. So yeah, we working through this creative block. We're gonna get it popping today, man. We got to get out of this creative block because we got to get back to that project that we was working on before. So yeah, so today I'll just show you guys what I'm working on. I do have something that I'm trying to get together for one of my businesses. Basically, I shot some stuff in my old dirty garage, right? And I am currently trying to turn this into a complete Blender scene. Yep, unjamming, bro. Gotta unjam it, dog. Gotta unjam that creative block, man. You gotta unjam it for sure. So yeah, I'm just, I'm here to kick it with y'all. We're gonna turn some vibe music on in the background. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back to let me see. Where's that? Yeah, get some good vibes, some chill vibes. Going in the background, and I'm just gonna kind of just start flowing. Forgive me if I don't explain like everything that I'm doing. Like I said, I'm trying to get up out this creative jam. However, I am working inside of Blender 4.5. I do need to go back to DaVinci to see exactly where I exported this to. We're gonna create this whole shot to get today together, and yeah, we're gonna get it popping. We're gonna unjam. We gotta unjam. So I gotta get that flow back. We had them distractions. I gotta get that flow back. So let's get it. All right, workhorse. And then I named it, what did I name that video? Y'all see my file structure. I don't care. I don't have nothing in here to hide. It is what it is. So let me see. I think I named it Untitled Project 30. That makes a little bit of sense, right? I think that music is a little bit too loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. All right, cool. So let me go to my file structure. Let's import this. Got it. It's called walkthrough. Okay, got you. It's called walkthrough. All right, bet. So go back to Blender. Go to workhorse G and bring in the file named walkthrough. Here we go. We're gonna import that as a plane, throw in some emission. It's not an image sequence. I don't have to click that. Let's go ahead and import that. Go straight over to the rendered view. Make sure I got my alpha, right? Let's see, did it come through the way? I should be walking through a door. Yeah. We got something going. All right, so that's supposed to be super bright behind me. Let's go ahead and put a cube. We will GY that joint, GY, right? And we will scale on the Z axis GZ, right? Just like that, 0. And we're just gonna work on a couple shots together. Uh-oh, invalid CUDA NQ. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's get that right. Let's get that right. Are we in optics or CUDA? We're in optics, so I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. Combined half RGBA. What? What does that even mean? All right, let's start over. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time you in a creative jam, when you're in creative jams, man, the first thing that want to start happening is problems. You know, you're gonna always have some problems. So we're gonna redo that. Let's get it popping. So let's go to EV just to keep it super simple. I'm gonna import that image plane again from Workhorse G. It was called walkthrough, boom, force reload, emission, bring it on in, scale it up, GZ. Let's light it up. Got my alpha, shift A. I'm gonna do a cube. And we're just gonna roughly get this stuff together, man. We're gonna size it up on the Z axis. I'm gonna GZ that joint. Bow, go back to the camera view. Let's light it up. So let's give it a material. I'm gonna also add the shader editor over here just for simplicity for myself. Yeah, let me see. Let's go to emission and just give it a white emission. It's emitting something white. Okay, and then behind me, it's gonna look like I just walked through. I want it to look like I just walked through a portal, but I'm not seeing my emission. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing the transparency the way that I should be seeing the transparency. And so that tells me that maybe the transparency got miscued over here. And so let's unplug the alpha. Oh no, wait, yeah, let's unplug the alpha. That's the emission. Let's do alpha to alpha, color to color. Huh. Okay, alpha to alpha, color to color. And we'll turn this emission down. Do I get my, I don't get an alpha. All right, so that means I probably rendered this wrong. Do I have alpha checked here? Auto, NVIDIA, auto, full. What's up, Nickies? What you been working on, brother? What you been working on? All right, let's get this rendered out with the alpha channel. I don't know why it didn't render out with the alpha channel. I'll do one better. I'll do even one better. Instead of doing QuickTime, I'll do an EXR sequence. Roto and drawings. Yeah, okay, bet it up. I didn't know you drew. Well, I did know you drew. I saw that on your IG. Yeah, I did know you drew. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, you got some fire drawings too. Let's see, RGB half, export alpha. We're gonna change the actual location because I want to give it a folder. So I'll just give it a folder and walk through. Boom, boom, select, and let's export that as a EXR sequence. So that way I know that I'll have my alpha. I know for a fact that my alpha is in there. So yeah, man, man, you know, sometimes you got to get back right, man. You got to get back. You got to bounce back. You got to shake back, baby. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the distractions get to distracting and you got to be like, you know what? I can't even do it. So look, that's what we on today. We got to get out of this creative block that we in so we can get back to that video. I don't know if you guys saw the finished, it's not finished. I took a screenshot of the project that we were working on in Unreal Engine before I took my little hiatus. I was like a 2-day hiatus, like 3-day hiatus. Did y'all miss me, man? Like, I think honestly, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I missed kicking it with y'all. I ain't been on here in a few days. I don't even know how many people we got in here right now. But listen, I genuinely missed kicking it with y'all. I have not been in here in a few days. So, you know, we gotta bring it back. This is like episode 10 of Learning Out Loud, man. And yeah, we getting it popping. We getting it popping. What do y'all do when y'all have a creative block? What do y'all do when y'all have a creative block? Nikki said, the reason I leveled up my art, someone told me my drawing sucked. They gave me all the fuel I needed to get better. Yeah, that's a distraction. That's a distraction. When them distractions come, you got to level up. Nikki said, hey, brother, I've missed you too, brother to brother. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? When you creating how we be creating, man, you know, sometimes we go off into the distance. We be in our mind. The distractions be coming, and then you kind of get off. You kind of get off kilter. You got to get back to the program. We got to get back to the program. We create, right? We create, right? I think that's what we do. Is that true? Do we create? I thought that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's just make sure we stick to a good schedule, creating, doing what we doing. If we doing it every day, you know, we got to make sure we actually do it. Yeah, got to make sure you actually do it. We create. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. We create for a living, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. You know, so yeah, I'm happy to be back with y'all. I'm happy to be back with y'all for real. So, yeah, we had 53% on the EXR sequence, so we got about 2 minutes left, and it would probably be a little bit faster if I didn't have Blender open and I wasn't streaming at the same time. But you know, I'm a glutton for punishment. It's gonna run as slow as possible. Yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get some music popping. Let's get some more music popping. Let's put this in the background. Let's put that in the background. Let me see. I didn't show y'all the screenshot. I got off track again. There we go. Let me show y'all that screenshot that I grabbed from the. Show you the screenshot that I grabbed from the project we were working on in Unreal Engine. See if I can find it real quick. Got it. Little screenshot. Motion blur was motion blurring. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Did I show? It's not showing y'all? Y'all can't see that? I think y'all can. Nah. Oh, snap. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing because I'm too... Yeah, let me get right. Y'all ain't saw what I was doing this whole time. Y'all wasn't even gonna tell me. Anyway, screenshot of what this is a screenshot of the sequence we were working on in Unreal Engine. This is what we're taking a break from while I have this creative block that I'm trying to unjam. So you know, we got to get right. So, because I got to get back to that project. It took me 9 episodes of Learning Out Loud just to get a good animation sequence on this motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm proud of it. We was here every day, 2, 3, 4 hours. No AI. You know what I'm saying? Putting that together. And y'all did it with me. I gotta figure out how to figure. Yeah, I can't see how many people in the chat. Usually I can. Yeah, but yeah, we rocking right now. We back popping. So, we 99% exported up, 100%. Let's go to the file location, and let's delete this plane on Blender. We'll bring in the mesh plane. And it's in workhorse walkthrough. So workhorse and walkthrough, which is right here. And we want to sort these by name. Go from 0 to 690. Is 690 frames? Cool. Detect image sequence. I need the emission. Import as planes. There we go. Now it's... Yeah, let's go to timeline. I gotta extend this to 690. I also want my color, which Blender is a sRGB type thing, you know, color space. It loves the sRGB color space. So boom, I'm coming through the portal. I actually was coming through my garage door, so I'm gonna have to make this look like I'm coming through a door, because I think I'm gonna turn around and actually try to close the door. Yeah. Well, I guess it don't look like that. Maybe it looked like I'm just looking back at the portal, but whatever. Let's give us a plane to stand on so it don't look like we floating in midair. We will size this up on the Y-axis. And let's actually make it touch the feet. Probably rotate it a little bit on the nope, not the Y-axis. We'll rotate it a little bit on the X-axis. GZ to bring it up. Want to meet with the floor. And so if I press play, I want to make sure that my feet are showing at all times. And we'll bring the cube down. GZ. Yeah, see, sometimes you just got to go back to doing something that you're familiar with. And that's kind of I won't say easy, but it's familiar. Something that's kind of familiar for you. So that way you can knock the unjam and knock that creative block up out of there, man. Real talk. So that's what we working on today. Let's see. We got to, at all times my feet have to be okay. They didn't show in the video at all times, so I get it. That's cool. So we need to shift W with the camera, and we need to cut off my legs where they were cut off in the video. And also, maybe what I'll do is I'll take this portal or this cube, and I will GY, put it off into the distance a lot more, so that way you won't see the anti-aliasing around my hair, because the ceiling was black. So, you know, it gives me like a black shadow, make it look like I got half of a head. Yeah, it's not cool. So, if we build out that environment, let me turn off the lights. Let's open up Quixel. Let's open up Quixel Bridge. We're gonna open up Quixel. I still use it to this day. Open up Bridge. Yeah, here we go. Let me pull that over here so I can sign in. And let me get right. Sign in. Oh, let's move that over here. Yeah, we just basically, our goal when you working through creative block, the goal is to get back in a flow state. You want to get back to flow state, and in order to get back to flow state, you have to do something that you're familiar with, something that creatively that you're familiar with. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing today. You know, I like to do what's called speed runs. If you check out some of the videos on YouTube, I got one video where I did some camera tracking and play some 3D objects in a 2D scene with, what's up though? How you doing? MSLWH6V. What's the good word? It's been a second. It's been a couple days. How you doing? Yeah, I was on, what did I say? I have a video where I put 3D elements inside of a 2D environment, basically a video. And yeah, we did that in under 10 minutes. So I like to do speed runs and stuff like that. So got to get back to that flow state, man. And that's how you do it. So let's pull up. I want to look like this is in like some type of location. So let's see what we got here for doors and okay, what's this? This is kind of dope. This is kind of dope. It's gonna be in the background. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do this? Modular building. That's gonna be from the outside, right? So do we really want something that's on the outside, or are we trying to light the inside? Let's do, I got an idea. Let's just put this, let's just do this. We'll do modular building door. I'm gonna download that at 2K resolution. I'm gonna download that at 2K resolution. MSLWH6V. Oh, Nikki said hi, MSLWH6V. What up though? We got the chat back pop. Man, hold on. Let me see. How do I get this back up here? I need to see. We got the chat. Let's change this to docs and not multi-stream, not controls, not sources. I don't know. It's been a minute. Live chat. Okay, forget it. Whatever. Let's export. I won't be able to tell how many people in here at once. So, you know. All right, so we got this building imported, which is kind of dope, right? So let's say I take this little building piece. This is gonna help me out a lot when I go to relight the environment to make it look like I'm actually, you know, oops, wrong thing. Make it look like I'm actually somewhere that I'm not. So let's bring that there. Let's G exit. And then let's also Alt D it, which is duplicate. And we'll GX. Oh, wrong thing. I duplicated the wrong thing. Let me X that. Oops. Let me see. Alt D, GX. And I don't think we would have two doors. I think it would be one big one, right? It would be one big one if we were in a warehouse environment. Let me see. So we would bring the cube forward, GY, and bring the building or the door, make it larger in the background, and GX, move it over. Let's size down the cube, GZ, and GY. I don't want it at the top of my head no more because I just came out of there. Let's also rotate it a little bit so you can kind of see that it does have like a 3D axis to it. So we'll rotate it like that and then kind of size it up. SZ, GZ. I didn't want it at the top of my head. Let me see. GZ. There we go. That's a little bit more. Let me see. That's a little bit more something. All right, let's see what can we do with this floor. So basically in 3D space, we just got three things right now. We got that image plane. We have a cube that we're gonna do a lot more to. And then we have this building block that we got from Quixel Bridge. I'm gonna take a cube, right? And I'm gonna size it up over my entire scene. And I'm gonna show you why I do that. This helps us to create atmosphere. So if we go to cycles, now we're all inside this cube together, right? We're inside this big old cube, right? If we go to the shader properties for this cube, first we got to give it a material. If we go to the shader properties and we delete the principled BSDIF, yeah, principled BSDIF, delete the principled BSDIF, right? And we are going to, actually I meant X, delete, Shift A, and we're gonna bring in a principled volume node. And we're gonna connect volume to volume, which turns our cube into fog, pretty much, or haze. Turns our cube into haze. And, you know, I like to stay somewhere like 0.002-ish, because when you look at it from the camera perspective, let's see if we can go a little bit higher. 0.003. Let's go. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go higher. 0.005. I don't want it to be too dense, but at the same time, I don't want it to be. We could turn up the how do you say that? Anisotropy, which is basically, if I remember correctly, it's how much of the light can shine through the fog. Usually I do 0.016. And I could come up a lot higher with this fog. 0.09. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. 0.04. Nah. Well, it's not a bad idea, but no, 0.02. We'll stick with 2. 0.02. 0.020. Okay. We back in cycles too, because I can't take building inside of EV. It just doesn't work that well for me. I don't know why. We wanted to make it look like I came out the portal. So the portal should be over to our left a little bit more, right here. And I feel like it should be taller, but I didn't want it at the top of my head. Staying alive, man. Just trying to stay alive. I feel that. Real talk. All right, let's turn on some denoising. That would be dope, right? Ooh, that's a little too much. We're gonna go optics. We're gonna go. Yeah, I don't like denoising. I ain't gonna lie to you. We're gonna turn that denoising off. All right, so I come through the portal. At this point is where I don't want it at the top of my head. Maybe if I G-exit, because my head kind of got cut off a little bit. So if I G-exit and let's say we push this back further in the background, G-X over. This should be shining closer to this. So let's GY so we can get that light on the background. GY. I came out where? Let's GX. Let's just line it up about right here. We gotta move it back over. GX. Boom. The cube thing is kind of throwing me off, the little portal thing. We're gonna fix it though. We're gonna fix it. All right, so come through the portal. Maybe we should have the portal disappear. I think we should have the portal disappear. We'll work on the portal later. All right, cool. We'll work on the portal later. Let's give it a light in the background so we don't look like, actually, undo that. And we will give it its own collection, put it in a collection, and then do visibility, view layer, set indirect only. There we go. All right. So coming through here, and the idea is I want a bunch of TVs that I'm looking at. Which are gonna have to be in front of me because they are gonna emit light. So if I go to my asset browser, I should have a TV in here somewhere. Somebody had a TV. Let's see if we got a TV in here. I think it's a TV in here. I'm not gonna hide. I'm not gonna hold you. I really do think it's a TV in here. Got air conditioners. What we got? Boxes. That wouldn't be bad. Throw a cluster of boxes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what? Throw them boxes in the back. Throw them boxes back there. I don't even know what they need to be back there for, but we throwing them back there. Let's find a TV. We got crates. Throw a stack of crates. Huh? Throw a stack of crates out there. Sure. We'll fix it. What else we got? Cubes. I don't think I actually named it TV, so I gotta find it. Let's see. Let's keep looking. Gas tanks, axles. I got a TV in here somewhere. I know I do. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find, ooh, a ladder. Okay, yeah, we might have to throw that ladder in there too. This is gonna be like an industrial space. Let's figure it out. TV now, where you at? Repair shop, arrows, little signs. Let's see what we got. More boxes. I'm terrible at naming this stuff too. Organization skills are, yeah, non-existent. Trees, grass, right after the signs. That, I mean, you know, does that make sense? Like, you got grass coming right after some signs. Like, yeah, yes, horrible organizational skills. Let me see. Oh, there we go. TVs, television. It was named television. Man, see. So we're gonna take. Yeah, we're gonna take a bunch of. Well, they the same. They are the same. So we're just gonna take one. And we are going to kind of build on that. You see, they emit light. So since they're emitting light, I am going to turn these joints around, and I want it to be large. Like, I want the screens to be large. So if it shouldn't be in front of my camera. Right, it's behind the camera. Oh, I got it on the wrong setting. I think append and reuse data when appending. X, bring it in. Cause why is it not showing the black part of the TV? It's not showing the black part. Let's see, is it because it's in cycles, or is that an EV thing too? Okay, it shows in EV. It doesn't show correctly in cycles for some reason. That's weird. That is weird. That is ultra weird. Let's see if it's something that we could do. Let's bring this over here. Let's look at everything that's in here. Color space. sRGB. Let's try color emission. Oh, cycles. Let's switch back to cycles, see if that worked. Nope. Didn't work. In fact, I can't even really move in how I want to right now. I'm trying to move in and it won't let me. Alrighty. Alright. So if that's the case, then let's just really focus on this background. So we'll X, move this over. We will give this floor a material. We haven't done that yet. Let's give the floor a material. Turn the floor into something warehousey, something industrial. If we go back over to Quixel Bridge and we look at our materials and surfaces, we got, I want it to be the same material that I was actually walking on. So I'll say concrete. Oops, what did I added an R to concrete. Concreter. I don't know. We gotta get the concreter repaired. The concreter. Alright, what we got? Let's take a break from the music. Let's export that to Blender. Let's grab the ground plane and the material switch up. Should happen right about, where is he at? I don't see it. I must be tripping because I don't see it. White cardboard, walkthrough, TV housing. Oh, that's probably how we get the thing back black too. Concrete. I don't see it. Okay, let's go back and see if we can. Let's see if we got it in here. Hold on one second. We'll go to Blender file, materials, modular build. Okay, yeah, let's export that again. Damaged concrete. I thought that's what we just exported. Maybe we didn't. Damaged concrete. Now download it. We gonna download it. I'm hyped this morning, y'all. We back popping. We getting rid of this. We getting rid of this creative block. And yes, I'm drinking apple juice. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. Yes, I like apple juice. Real talk. Okay. So the material, did it come through? Did it export? The concrete? Damaged concrete. There we go. Cool, cool. So now we got that. Let's tab into edit mode. We got to give this ground some displacement. So we'll subdivide. And because this is Blender 4.5.1, I am going to have to add a surface subdivision modifier, a subdivision surface modifier, however you want to say it. It's, yeah, same thing. Same thing. And click apply. Let's get some lights in here because the world should actually be black. Let's turn our world black. So we're not going to see anything that don't got no light. Let's work on, let's see, because we want to light it up. We want to light it up in here. We'll Alt D G X. Make it look like that portal was in between two buildings or two, you know, whatever that is. What else can we do? Let's get the lighting. Let's get some lights in here. Obviously the light is coming from the front. So the TV, where's the TV at? Let's move this. I got this screen all jacked up. All right, let's find that TV. We will go back to the assets. Let me just change this up. Append and reuse data. Television. I got like 5 copies of the same thing. Television. Rotate on the Z axis to spin it around. We're going to GZ it. And we're going to size it up. And for some reason, I gotta mess with this material. Go back to the material settings, TV housing, and this is the housing material here. What are we missing? Why is it not showing up? Use file in original location. Use file in original location. Use file in original location. Create when necessary. Did the black housing show up? I still don't see the housing. Let's turn the alpha down. Nope, that didn't work. Let's take this off. Base color. Nope. Metallic. Take that off. Nope, that didn't work either. Roughness. Okay, cool. So what I'll do is I'm probably gonna have to go ahead and just give it its own. Cause what's this? If I turn this up, tangent space, normal map. I don't know why that TV is not. Here, let me try a different one. No, they are the same. It's all one big shadow. TV housing. Straight pre-multiplied. It's all one big housing of nothingness. So I think I'm going to just turn off TV housing and then give it another material and then just turn it black. Will that work? Somewhat, but not too much, because I can still see through it. Is it the fog? It could be the fog. Let's see if it's the fog. Let's go to our view layers. Go to cube. Which cube is it? Yeah, this one. And let's turn that off. Let's see. Is it the fog or is the TV's just... Yeah, the TV's just crazy. I don't know what's going on with them. They acting crazy. Let's see. Instead of append reuse data, maybe we'll do link. Let's see if that will work. Link GY. Oh, you can't even move it when you do link. That's crazy. Can't even move it. So now we got another problem to fix. We got to figure out what's up with this TV. We got to figure out how to get it into our scene and have the textures show up the way that they're supposed to. So basically, let me see if I light the world back to, yeah, the TV is not there. It's just the shape of the TV that's there. So I'm wondering if I were to go to TV housing, principal BDSF, settings, displacement and bump. Usually, I'm trying to figure out usually what is the problem when, oh, we don't want to repeat. Maybe we'll clip. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what usually is the problem when your textures aren't showing up. I think it's, I don't remember. And I don't want to spend all day on this because I'll just go somewhere else and download a TV model for what I'm trying to do. I want to actually finish up this project in one sitting and get it done. So that's the thought process for me today. Let me see. I'm just playing with a couple different things, trying to see if I can get this right. Tangent space connected to the normal. Transmission, diffuse, surface. Let's change it to cycles. Let's turn it off and turn it back on. See if that was an issue. Nah, that's not happening. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go download a TV model real quick. Let me pull this up. I'm going to go download a TV model real quick. Let's see. Let's go to TV model free. No, Fab. I'm going to Fab. Why would I not? Why would I go anywhere else other than Fab? Let me see. Let me open up the Unreal Engine Marketplace. So we'll open up Epic Games. We'll go to Fab. And I will go to I'll type in television. Television. And they have a bunch of TV models. And if we can sort them by price, I don't want a flat screen. These are free. These are free, and those are the exact kind of models that I'm really looking for. Let's see if they got anything else. This one is also free. Yeah. Let me get that, partner. That's FBX. Yeah, let me get FBX. I love Fab, man. Fab, yeah, they dope. They dope. So we'll take this one. I got to figure out how to. Oh, I think you just click FBX, right? No, that's not it. So, oh, Russian TV. Oh, retro TV. Right here. And that joint free too. Oh, no, it's not. It's $199. Let me see. Is it $199? Personal. There we go. And where's the download button? I thought, okay, add to my library. Product, add it to your library. So if I go to my library now, and then now I can click download. I want to make sure that it's the FBX. What did it say? Expand to see what? It popped up here at the bottom. Let's see. Where did it go? Download. Oh, export product. I'm stupid. There we go. That didn't show me nothing either. If I go to download manager, it's not there. This is kind of crazy. My library. Click the download button. Is there something behind here? No. Okay. We working through it though. We're gonna work through it. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. I didn't click download like 3 times. Download product, export product. Go to library. Let's see. Is it just sitting in the oh, download. Ooh, I missed it. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. I don't know what happened with that. That's kind of crazy. My library. Library. Hmm. Always some little hiccups. It's always going to be some little hiccups. You got to be prepared for that. So, my library, retro TV. There we go, downloading. Now I finally see downloading. What was the issue the whole time? Files downloaded. So, download manager, retro TV, and download settings. If I downloaded it, then export. Files downloaded. Where? Yeah, okay. Fab. We gotta get together now. We gotta get together because if they exported, then where did they export to? Let me see. Maybe it's in here. Where it would export to. So my downloads would go to program files, Epic Games. Program files, Epic Games. Epic Games. Let me see. Settings. Oops, wrong way. This PC. This PC. C drive. Epic. Let's get it. Let's see. Program files and Epic Games. And where do they download to again? I thought it was just, I see the launcher, 5.7. I see DirectX redistributable, launcher, content. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Let's go back. I thought if we exported it, it would give us an option to export it as like a FBX or not, but I guess not. I guess I'm tripping because I don't know where this file is downloading to, and yeah, that's some different stuff. If I click FBX, formats. Oh, I think I got it. Formats FBX, exporting converted GLB, GLTF, and USDZ file isn't supported yet. So, what they got to do with the FBX? Because I'm not trying to. Formats FBX. So I guess I don't know. Maybe this file doesn't allow us to export it because I can't seem to get it. Maybe it's only for use within Unreal. Let me make sure that these formats are going to be compatible with Blender, and I want FBX. And it says on disk. Okay, where you at on disk? Where you at on disk? FBX. If I go to my downloads, it's not in my download folder. It says on disk. Go to files. Got it. God dang, that took forever. Good God. That's crazy. That is crazy. Just drag and drop should work. Import. And the TV. And the TV is not in here. Like, yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back. That's kind of crazy. All right. Huh. That's kind of crazy, y'all. The TV is non-existent. World root. Let's unimport this TV. We'll delete the whole thing. Let's go Shift A. No. File, import, FBX experimental. Let me put this over here. And where did it download to? Epic Games Launcher. Like, how was I supposed to know this, y'all? How was I supposed to know this? Windows C, program data, Epic Games Launcher, Vault Cache, Fab Library, Retro TV, then the FBX. How was I supposed yeah, y'all got to make it a little bit easier. It should download directly to the download folder. I don't know nothing about that. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy. So we're going to go, I'm going to take this FBX and I'm going to sit it on my desktop. And then I'm going to import it from there. And is it the same thing? It's the same thing. Why? Why though? Why is the textures? That's so odd to me. That is so odd to me. That is so odd to me. Let's see. Yeah, that's odd to me. I guess we'll try a different model. That's the only thing I could think of. And maybe what I'll do is I'll file, save as, whatever, and I'll reopen Blender. For now, we can close DaVinci Resolve. I'll reopen Blender. What are we looking like over here? Are we overclocked or no? Yeah, we are. We are overclocked. All right, Blender should be popping back up any second now. Okay, there we go. I think I got too many windows open. All right. Okay. We reopened Blender. Untitled. And if I go File, Import, FBX, Desktop, FBX, actually, where is that? I gotta go back to the files. Epic, go to Files. I put it on the desktop. I remember that. How many people we got? What's up? Throw some ones in the chat if you in here. I see. I went to YouTube. It says we got 9. So what up though? All 9 of y'all. Oh, here's the FBX. I want to just drag and drop. That's what I would like to do. Image search, vertex colors, pre-rotation transforms, all of that. Import. Yeah, so for some reason, I don't know why, but our FBX and everything like that ain't coming over. PQLCE7. Hi. That's a long username. Hi. Yeah. MSLW. Yep. What's good with you? Okay, I see it now. Hold on. I actually see it, but when I go to the rendered view, let me see. What is it? What collection is it in? It's in this whole collection right here, right? Galaxy Man 2.8. What's up, brother? GY. Oh snap! It's attached. It seems like it's attached. So we'll go boom, and then GY. Yeah, I should be able to see it when I go here. Miss Gaddy, what's good? Yeah, for some reason the texture's not showing up. They are not showing up. Even if I give it a new collection, will it show? Oh, had to get it a new collection. So that's what it wanted. It wanted to be in its own collection. That's crazy how some 3D elements act like that. You did all of that and you just wanted your own collection. You could have just said that, big dog. Golly. You could have just said that. All right, so we got boxes. They need to have their own, because remember we added those 3D elements from the asset browser, so they need to have their own collection. Those are boxes. Let's size those up while I'm here. Why not? Those are boxes. We'll rotate them in a second. What's this? Crate stacks. Let's give them their own collection. New collection. Crate stacks. Let's size those up while I'm here. We'll rotate them in a second. Let's do... All right, now I think this is all the TV. Oh, no, we got a ladder in here. Let's give it its own collection. Oops, I passed it. New collection. New collection. And is anything else that I need to know about? Plane 10 through plane 0. And we're going to click. Do I want to click join? I want to leave that screen as it is. So we'll go plane 7 through cone, and we'll go Control J to join. Control J. And so that leaves me plane that leaves me plane 8, which is the screen, and plane 10, which can be alternated and turned on their own. So all right, cool. So let's do what is that? Okay. That was cool, I guess. All right. So we got the TV. Let's start formulating it outside over here behind RZ. What did it take with it? It took the cube with it. So the cube is in here somewhere. We got to unjoin. Yep, the cube was in here, y'all. That cube, which now needs its own collection. Collection 7. And we are going to go back to this one. 7 through there. Control J. That's joined. And yeah, let's add some music while we figure this out. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Let's figure this out. Let's just work. Let's work. Turn me up in the headphones. Okay, so the screen. It's like I don't do this out of egotism I want to figure out how to put the button mapping on. Preferences. Key map. Be understanding like where the frowned up faces and all the hatred be coming from. It's like it's Leon. You know me. But you still gotta respect me. That's all I ask of you. Wonder when they gon' realize that boy Lee different. No history in your city, I could really live it. While you still on the same side, I heard that's the lame side. Word. But really never mind, cause I'm just here on business. I move in a way that garners attention. That make y'all mad, I just want honorable mentions. It ain't all bad, what made you get in your feelings? Going outside, what made my passion offensive? I don't get it, I'm alone, I stayed in the trenches. No ceremony needed, I just got straight to the digits. Eating lobster in Toronto while looking for Drizzy. Did you miss me? Cause I just been giving you distance. For real talk, I said the number's still the same. And the Wi-Fi good, but them FTs stop when your life get good. Said I would never drop names and how key I should, but I would rather keep it solid like a real one would. But if the shoe fit, take it to the head top. Don't be acting clueless, you know who the who is. I'm moving like I'm moving. I don't do it for acceptance or acknowledgement, but I get a kick out of the ones y'all be acknowledging. And I be staying out the way, cause the motive different. I guess they trying to catch a wave, but I'm really living. When did living life become a competition? I don't do competitions, I just stay in my lane. Cause one
the silence, I found peace on that plane. Move on my lonesome, cause we just ain't the same. I'm from a place where bridges don't burn and the homies don't change. Everybody wanna see you win. Where they love you to life instead of loving you to death, and everybody genuine. I'm from a place where the love don't change and the loyalty the same way. I said the love don't change, the loyalty the same. I guess I'm just an alien.
Yeah. And it's like I'm definitely from somewhere like far away from here. Like I'm not even supposed to be here. Like I'm just a temporary resident. You know. Don't get too used to me. Don't get comfortable. Yeah, y'all. So we took that little music break. We did that. We took that little music break. And in the meantime, I was in the background just kind of building some rough like TV things, right? And now I need to get the screens on these joints right. So I think the screen was plane 8. Yeah, plane 8. Now, does every one of these have a plane 8 or no? No? Only one of these have a plane 8. Okay. Plane 8. Plane 14 is okay. So that's why they look so transparent. Okay, so what am I going to do about that? I'm going to delete all them joints. And we're going to import. No, we don't got to do that. Just drag and drop it like we did before. Wait, so wouldn't that mean that my TVs actually work now? Yeah, my TVs actually work now. They got their own collection, we good. And they actually have the lights attached to them already, which is perfect. So Alt D, I want to stack these boys on top of each other. You ever played Tetris? Like, you know, you gotta actually look like. Can't just have them floating in midair. And we're gonna turn some of these around. We're gonna, yeah. Let's see, how can we do this? Building like a pyramid of TVs. Not the Great Revolution, but the Great Television. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So we got those TVs there. Alt D, and we're just gonna start kind of rotating them. We're gonna start kind of rotating them a little bit, and I'll show you why we're gonna do this in a second. I'll show you why we're doing it like this. So we're at GX, GZ. Now here's where we start to just kind of place everything, right? GX. And you can kind of rotate upwards on the, well, you can go sideways a little bit. That's cool. Rotate X. I guess the bottom ones, you want those to kind of stay straight. So rotate X. That one can kind of go up. This one can kind of rotate on the y-axis a little bit. It's a little tilted, a little cattywampus. This one can rotate on the x-axis downward, right? Z, tilt that one to the right a little bit. Yeah, we just yeah, these is blocks. These is blocks, nah. R X. Oh, I didn't mean I did do that one. RX. Yeah. R. Yeah. Let's bring this one closer. GX. And let's also size them up. Let's give them different sizes too, right? That would be kind of cool. All TVs aren't the same size. even if I gotta have one going in front of the other. And yeah, let's give them some different sizes. This one I feel like definitely needs a different size. RZ. Make it pop out. And don't worry about, you like, well, the TVs is behind him. Why is he looking up if the TVs is behind him? That's the next shot. We building the environment all now. We doing it all right now. All of it. All right, so we got the TVs in the background. Now we can turn our world back down, this is going to show you why I wanted the lights in the TVs. So we can go back to black and go to our camera. Oh, snap. Where did the light go? Where did the cube with the light go? Because it wasn't this dark. Or was it? If I throw in a light, let's say I do an area light, and I bring that area light GY, bring that area light right about here, GZ, size it up. And I don't know how to get my key map to show on the screen, because if I did, like, y'all would definitely be able to see like the letters and everything that I'm pressing. So I don't know how to do it though. So, you know, bear with your boy. Let's turn that light up. Let's turn the light up. Where's the light up? Exposure. I'm trying to figure out what happened to the light. Turn off the lights. I'm looking for area. I think is the best one. Let's go back to world. Maybe we just want to be a little dark gray, because where are we looking at? How did the camera get all the way over here? I'm trying to figure out where the light's at. How did the camera get over here? That's crazy. That's crazy. Trying to figure that out. How did the camera get all the way over here? All right. So 0. Let's turn our world back down. I can probably get rid of that area light. It ain't really doing too much. Turn my emission down on the footage. It's too bright. It's supposed to be taking on the light. Matter of fact, I might turn off the emission period. Let me see. If I turn off the emission period and I turn the color, oops, my bad, color to color. There we go. Now I'm taking on the environment lighting, which is really what I want. I'm in this environment and the TVs are going to be flashing. I want the environment light to be showing. So let me kind of just position this stuff back the way we had it, because through the camera it's going to look something like this. We got the concrete. Let's go to EV and see what it would kind of look like without all these fireflies. Compiling EV shaders, 16 remaining. Yeah, EV it does a horrible job at being consistent enough with cycles, man. Horrible job. In cycles, these TVs are lighting everything, and yeah. So EV is not my favorite, but you can see the difference right now with that. So so what I could do, as far as color ramps and stuff are concerned with the TVs, I am going to end up changing the textures of the TVs to play videos for, they'll be playing videos anyway. It won't be orange. But while I'm here, let me continue working on this lighting. GY from the camera view. All right, now we're getting somewhere. We're getting a little jiggy. We're getting a little jiggy now. Maybe we can size X, widen this out a little bit. Oops, I didn't mean to press hide. Undo that. GX. This is still over my head, and I didn't want that. Did not want it over my head. Let's see. Go to timeline. Let's get some background music. All right, let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit too, so I can see what I'm looking at. See, Shift W. Got to zoom out a bit. I'm looking around. TVs will be flashing. All right, so I come out of the portal. I should have just made that a door. I should just make a door because I closed the door, but the problem with making it a door is I don't have, oh, this, I think this ground is too large. I think so. For the camera view. Yeah, I'm definitely wrong about that. Leave it where it was. In fact, I gotta move it over some. Right there. Alright, what was I saying? The fact about, here, let me see, is this ground? He's not touching the ground. Rotate Y. I want that shadow, contact shadow. There we go, contact shadow. Now let's make sure we rotate it so it doesn't RZ. Nope, that's the wrong way. RX, yeah, RX. GY. And then SX. There we go. Now we got, at least we got some contact shadow now. There's something. Touching the ground. I think it's too far. If I close off like the everything else around the camera just to see what we looking like, I would go to Passepartout, I believe it's called. Passepartout, which is, oh, it's not using the GPU for denoise. I thought that's only for rendering. Okay, I'm tweaking. If I denoise it and then I go to Passepartout, where is that at? Passepartout. So this is only what the camera is going to see. And that makes me want to work more on the ground. Actually, no. That makes me want to work more on this. GZ. Bring it to the bottom. G. Z. R. Y. Nope, wrong way. RX. Yeah, RX. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. What we got? GX. And I guess I could fill in the part where it kind of cut off my head with the actual footage from DaVinci Resolve. So this is denoised. We got that stuff. Let's get what was I shooting with? What was the focal length of the camera that I was shooting with? I was shot with I believe it was a 16 millimeter, or was it the 24 millimeter? I'm about to pull it up right now. We about to find out. DaVinci Resolve. We working through this creative block. We unjamming it. Yeah. We unjamming the creative block. That's what we doing today. So let's see what I had for this. I shot, let me go back to edit. It was Fusion Clip 1 was with this. My garage is crazy. Let me see. Go to the media tab. And this was shot on clip attributes. What was this shot on, man? I could be completely missing it. Let's see. Manage custom metadata, project, user. Okay, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Camera. Gotcha. It has no lens data, I don't think. Camera. Shot and scene. Clip details. Frame rate was 23.976. It should have the. It should definitely have the. Here, let's do all groups. And I better be able to find the lens. That would be crazy if I couldn't. Camera FPS. Wow. Aperture was 5.1. Yeah, I didn't set up the metadata. This was with the C50. So I forgot. I did not set up the metadata with the C50 yet. So I'm gonna take my best educated guess. It was 24 millimeter camera. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna change my focal length to a 24 millimeter, which is also gonna alter everything that we had done with the background. So now we gotta really make stuff real world scale. So that includes maybe bringing certain things closer to the camera, moving certain things further away from the camera. Maybe we'll bring the ground and me closer to the camera. And we will scale these up to real world values. Boom. Which that makes it look a little bit more real anyway. Especially if you add some depth. What is that? Depth blur or whatever it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Focus. What is it? What is it called? Now I want to know. Depth of field. There we go. Depth of field. Focus on me, and then we can turn down the f-stop to make things in the background a little bit more blurry, like that. And that is starting to look a little bit cinematic. The only problem is we still don't have that. We didn't bring that cube back in. So I got to figure out how we're going to bring that cube back in and make it look good. But before I do that, didn't we have like boxes and ladders and all of that? We had a bunch of boxes and ladders and stuff that we did not put into the scene yet. So if I go find those, which I think I gave them their own collections. Oh, snap. All right, so for instance, here's the ladder, right? This is a ladder. All right, let's start populating our background. Even though it's blurry, we populate the background just for photorealism. This is what you do to make things look real. So if I turn the ladder and then I RX, we want to turn the ladder RZ, RX, RY, and then we're gonna size it up, GX, and we're gonna rotate on the Z axis to get the actual right angle, because I definitely got this wrong. All right, let's RY. And where did it go? Ladder. You have your own collection. You should be showing up with color ramp. Did I have it behind it or something? Oh yeah, I have it behind it. GY. And then let's rotate on the, nope. RY, nope. RX, yeah, there we go. And then I have to turn this joint around because this part is supposed to be facing the opposite way. So like that. RZ, RY, GX, no, GY. GY, 0. Even though it's gonna be blurry, I'm a sucker for the details. So the details matter. RZ. I should just do it like this instead of constantly having to play with the. All right, Nicky's man, take care, brother. I appreciate you stopping by, man. All right, you're probably like, why are you focused so much on a ladder in the background that you're not gonna even really see like that? Because I'm a sucker for the details. I really am. I'm not lying to you. I really am. These are the things that make or break a shot to me, in my personal opinion. Okay, got that. And we starting to look a little real. We starting to look a little photo real here. We starting to look a little real. Let's get this ground up some more. Boom, there we go there. Maybe we should tilt it down because we tilt it down and we can drop it. No, tilt it down and leave it there. Let me see. Maybe, just maybe, I can GZ the camera. And then it becomes like a waist up shot. Excuse me. I think that's the portal that I walked out of, right? All right, where do I go? Oh man, the portal's supposed to be all the way over here. Okay, so let me see if I can move this. If I can move this, and I want to see where it would, what would it change? If I'm at the top, oh yeah, I'm larger than life if I do it like that. Matter of fact, how about we just scale down completely? GZ. I come through the portal here, scale it down some more so we can have like as much of a real world value as I can get. I should probably use an actual human model right now to try to accomplish that. That would be smart. So that way I don't overshoot the sizing, overshoot the real world scale. I believe I named my guy Shoes. Yeah, Shoes. What up, Shoes? Yeah. Real world scale would be about his size. And I think when I come towards the camera, I actually scale up anyway. So I think the only problem would be it starts to cut off the legs. So I would have to come closer with the camera and maybe make this somewhat of a hero shot, which kind of throws the perspective off just a tad. Maybe I could size up the ground, bring it down a little bit. Rotate the portal a little forward to make it seem taller. And maybe if we go back now in timeline and just kind of check. So the shot is going to end right there. It's going to begin here. So I'm still working on this portal. Portal has to come forward. GY. Huh. I don't really like that. So this is what we're going to do. X for the portal. And I'm going to bring in a door. Let me go to my asset browser. I got a door in here somewhere, don't I? Got to, because if I don't, then I'm going to grab it from here. Let's get a door. Let's grab us a dough. We call it a dough in Chicago. We don't say door. We say dough. Close that dough. Close that dough. Open that dough. Open up that dough. Yeah. It was funny. I was listening to some people, and everybody was just kind of like talking about the accents and stuff like that, things that we say things that other people say. And one of the things somebody was like, we say "ka" instead of "car." Yeah, that's true. That's truthful. In Chicago, we say "ka." We say "line" instead of "lying." Yeah, or even lying down, like I'm lying down. Yeah, he lying, she lying, like yeah. Um, I'm about to finna. Yeah, I'm finna go to the store. Like I'm not. I'm about to go to the store. I'm about to go grocery shop. I'm finna go grocery shopping. Yeah, it's a difference. You gotta say finna. Like, gotta say finna. Real talk. I don't know what they say in y'all neck of the woods. Let me know some. Let me know some. What they say in y'all neck of the woods. All right, let's just do the old wooden door. We'll do it at 4K resolution. I'll download it. And hopefully it actually comes with hinges and stuff like that so I can really open and close the door in 3D space. That would be kind of dope. That would be kind of dope. What we got going on? How many we got in here? We got okay, we got 7 people. What's good with y'all? What is good with y'all? Man, okay. We almost downloaded. We almost downloaded. We working through this creative block, man. We working through the creative block. And yes, I'm drinking apple juice straight from the bottle. Yeah. Yeah. It be like that. All right, so we got the door. Let's bring the door here. All right. Size it up to match there. We can delete shoes. Shoes don't need to be here no more. Appreciate you, shoes. Now, does this have, here, let me come out of the camera view. Does this have hinges? Can I not open and close the doors? Where is this at? Door. You don't need to be in no collection with no television now. Door. Nope, don't let you do it. So what I have to do is I have to tab into edit mode. Oh, Lord, no, I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it. I have no time to sit here and play with all that geometry. That's too much geometry to play with. I'm not finna play with all that. Let me see. Let me see. If I go straight down the middle, straight to the right, maybe I could deselect here. No, I meant to deselect, not to select. Okay, let me do it again. So maybe if I go here to the edge of the door and then down, I could do separate, selection, and then Alt J, or is it Control J for join? I think you can only do that in object mode. Object, and let me see. If we're in object mode, I should be able to select just this. We somewhat opening and closing. It's going to be in the background, so you might not be able to see all this extra stuff that I left in the pane. Okay. I got an even better idea. Let's go back to edit mode. Let's undo what we did there. And we'll select the entire middle portion to actually make it one door. And we'll try to make it open and close just by moving this one section. So the rest of it goes from about here to about here. Let's do it again. So from here up to, I should have zoomed out. Maybe I would have been able to see it. And let's hold shift because we also want to grab from here to about here. All right, cool. Right click. We'll separate, selection, and we will go to object mode. And then now, Yeah, we got us a dough. Yeah, we got us a dough. And on the other side of that dough, we gonna put the cube behind it. Size it up. 0 to make sure that we not, we don't want it to be so visual that it outshines the door. So this door should be opening. Oh, I forgot to light the cube. We gotta light the cube. We gotta light the cube, y'all. Light that up. All right, that tells us that the cube is too tall. So let's put the cube on the floor about right there. And we can SZ, put it back down on the floor. All right there. So that when this door opens, which it should open that it's not just X, is it? I'm sorry, it's not just Z, is it? If a door comes out and rotates. Here, let me delete this part. We don't need, oh, that was the cube, stupid. All right, let me see. Let me turn this cube off for a second because I want to delete some of this extra stuff. I just wanted all right, I got an idea. I'll move this out the way. I'll go back here, tab into edit mode, and all this stuff that's in the middle right here. Yeah, all y'all got to go. Delete vertices. Y'all got to go. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. Go ahead. X. Gotta get rid of all that. Gotta get rid of all that. I just want the frame. So all I want is the frame left over. So boom, we got that. All right, cool. Let me see, let me make sure up here. Delete those. Yep. All right, cool. Back to object mode. Now we just got the frame. And let's place the cube within that frame. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do something even better. I'm gonna Alt D, GY. I'm gonna give this a whole different material. And I'm gonna make this emissive. Let's turn up the emission. Oh no, but that's both, it turns both of them that. Okay, yeah, we don't wanna do that. Let's go back. If I control C, control V, and then bring it back, it should only let me do this one. Yeah, there we go. Give that a default material. Go to emission, and we're gonna turn it white / well, we'll just keep it white for now. Maybe add a little bit of glow to it or something. I don't know. We're gonna, yeah. But if I look at this from the camera view, from the camera perspective, GY, bring it back, size it down a little bit, GY, and let's say I tab into edit mode, because hold on, we got to get that right. Tab into edit mode, we select that and we do F for fill. Yeah, F for fill. Yo, J1 from the Lake, one. What's up, bro? How you? What's good? J1 FTL. That boy came through to support the live. What's good? What you want? On a flight to Miami. What I said? About what? What you said, J1? Believe it. On the flight to Miami, got a text that she missed me. About what? Yeah. Man, bro, trying to get it in, dog. Let's get it popping. We gotta shoot that Swamp Squad Athletics, that SSA. We gotta shoot that. We gotta shoot that. Talk to me. We gotta shoot that. I know the proofs then came in. Believe it. What you said? Believe it. Friday for sure. Let's do it. Yes, sirski. Let's get that popping. And we might go live doing it. We might go live filming the SSA. Filming the Swamp Squad Athletics, which is his clothing gear, his clothing line. Y'all make sure y'all check bro out. He cold. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all check bro out. And we put that door right there like it just opened. Boom. Gotta lock in. Yes, sir. It's February 2nd. And then we close, if we close that door behind. I think this is the ground. What is that? What is that square right there? I don't know what that square is. Yeah, we're gonna figure that out. Gotta lock in. All right, let me turn this f-stop up a little bit so I can see. I can't even see. All right, so I come through. Background need a lot more light. I don't see my floor on the left side, so that's a sign that I need to bring it up. And this door does not look as life size as I would like. So I'm gonna slide that up. Size that up. Boom. And by this point, the door should be closed anyway. So this is gonna be over here like this, which at that point I'll have the cube turned off. All right, so we working. I don't know what this, oh, it's a hole in there. Okay, cool. So we tab into edit mode, select all, and then press F again. Keep pressing F until it fills. There we go. 0. Now, tab, object, grab this. Just like that. Cool. Now that looks like a whole portal of a doorway. Whole portal of a doorway right there. Your boy just walked through the void. You feel me? Your boy just walked through the void. We just shaking loose the rust, man. We getting back focused after a couple distractions. Getting back focused, shaking off the rust, getting back going. You know. We got to figure out what's up with this lighting back here. This area light needs to give off more light. It's somewhere over here. Let me see where that area light at. I got to find that area light. Where is it at? Area light. Area light. Let me see. Light. Okay. Area. There we go. Area light. It's supposed to be up here and angled down. Maybe we'll do it like that. That's not enough light. So we need to angle it down some more. We like spaces, not faces. We're going to turn the power up just a little bit. 0. And this doorway is bothering me, y'all. First of all, my f-stop on my camera is too low or too high, whatever the word for it is. We want it real world value, so I do like a f1.2. f1.2 and real world value. These would be, where that ladder at? I don't want to miss that ladder either. Real world value, these would be in the background, like here. F1. Ooh, that's too far. GY. We just gonna have to light it up. And then we'll grab that area light that we just had and we're gonna light it up. Light it up. Right now we're dealing with a view issue. So if we go to view on the side and we turn up our clip end, give it some ungodly number, and then go to our camera and do the same thing, clip end, ungodly number, boom. Let's see, size up, 0, GY, further into the background, size up, move over, and we got to size it up. I mean, we got to go upward with it. Because if this is somewhat of a hero shot, then those walls should be high up like that. They should also cover both sides. But then that messes with my ladder a little bit. It's alright. It's alright. Forget the ladder. We'll be alright. Maybe we can scale it on the x-axis a little bit. Yeah, and let's add some background music, cause your boy, I get distracted pretty easily, so I gotta have some flow music going. Let's get some flow music. Got a little flow to it. Yeah, got a little flow music. Okay, we working on this shot now. We breaking up this creative block that we in now. Gotta break up this creative block. All right. Okay, so I'm super sharp and I'm super in focus, right? I need to, this is a little too sharp. I know that'll probably, it'll get fixed in compositing. Let me scale the floor. I saw an edge over here that wasn't covered. Bring that over. Need to bring it over some more. And the reason why I'm orange right now is because of the lights from the TV. So let's look at this. I think this might be too close to me. Well, it only makes sense for it to be close to me because I just walked out of it, right? So here I am, right? Am I in space? Okay, here I am. And so yeah, this is a little too close to me. We'll just bring it back and size it up. Bring it back. Size it up. Make this one wider. Is that another hole in the geo? Edit. All F. Fill. F is for fill. Okay. We'll go back to object mode. Okay, that should be full. What is this? Oh, that's the door. Let's move this out the way. Exactly. We ain't ready to use that yet. Let's move this out the way. 0. And this should be glowing. Of course, it's already emitting, but if we give it just a little bit extra of a real glow. Put the door, size it up. The door is behind them. Maybe the door is like halfway open, halfway closed. I didn't close the door all the way. So if I grab that door again and I go tab into edit mode, select all, this is a separate part of the door. Fill, yeah, there we go. Now that was solid. 0. Go back to object mode. Let's turn that joint. It's a little bit. Well, I ain't tripping. We can do it like so people would know that it's a door. Let's see. I'm orange because of these. So I think right now what I need to do is set these to indirect only. Y'all see how look, I get the flowing when we got the music in the background, I get the flowing. You know, when I'm silent, yeah, it don't work that way. It don't work the same. So let's set these inside of their own. Wait, I think they're already in their own collection. What I don't need is this ground. We can stop that. And what I have selected is, I got this camera selected by accident. I don't need none of that. All right, cool. All right, what I could do is put these in their own collection, these TVs, collection 8, and then I can temporarily set this to indirect only, which is gonna, yeah, that's gonna mess with the colors. Who cares? Who cares? We're gonna be, let me see, get that, no, we don't need the camera in here. Get the camera back out there. Select all the televisions, the collection, set to indirect only. Let me see. We probably need some type of debris around this so we can kind of hide the edge a little bit. And also, is it touching the ground? That's a major thing. Is it touching the ground? Because I don't see a shadow. See? See? We wasn't even touching the ground. Let's get right. The ground right here. And then size it up. I don't know. I got to see how this looks. I might get rid of that door. I ain't going to lie to you. GY. I might get rid of that door. I got to see how it looks. But in the meantime, you can GY the portal portion. Bring that closer. Size it down on the Z axis. Bring it in a little bit on the X axis. And that's that. Now let's get some debris on the ground around it. If we get some debris on the ground, where is the boxes and stuff? Let's bring that music back. We're gonna find them boxes and we're gonna put that there. So we got crates. Yeah, here go the crate stack. Let's bring the crate stack over here. All right, got a stack of crates. See how we can get this involved. GY. Bring it over here. Where are the crates at? They're not even showing. Are they behind? The crate stack probably needs to be in a different collection maybe. Because they're not showing. So let me see, are they showing? Oh yeah, they showing. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's bring the crate stacks over. GY, oh no, GX, GY. I just don't see them through the camera. It's not making sense to me. Oh, there they go. Have them too far back. Yeah, let's scale these joints down some. Crates are probably about that big. You see, that kind of helps us to like get the actual real world scale. You know, I kind of messed up and didn't get the scaling of let me see, how are they shaped? Okay, we're supposed to be this way with it. And then bring them over with GX. Yeah, put them boys in the background, on the ground. Tilt it, turn that just a little bit, tilt it some more, size it down. These crates aren't that big. All right, we got that in the background, which is gonna add to, you know, stuff. People gonna be like, "What's that?" All right, what else we got? We got the crate stack. We should have a box. We have box. Oh, that's boxes. I think I got the wrong thing. Yeah, I brought the boxes over. The crate stack is here. GY. Scale it down. I brought the wrong thing over. Those are boxes. We're gonna switch them out. Well, you don't gotta switch them out. Just move them further back. And have them, yeah, now the box is in the back there. And then the crates can be, put them back there too. Yeah, good little vibing music, nah. We just placing background debris. Background debris. Just to kind of add to the photorealism. Well, help me with the photorealism. Because right now we're nowhere near photorealism. We gotta get there. We gotta get there. We gotta get there. So let's see. Is this not emitting, is it? Oh, that's not what I meant to select. I meant to select me. Which for some reason it won't let me select. There we go. 0. We're not emitting anything, are we? All right, cool. All right. If we look at the, man, bring my song back. I gotta focus. If we look at the timeline to see exactly where we at with it, right? Okay, see, boom, this door gotta be larger than that, and it gotta come down. Larger than that, come down. And I'm not using thirds. Why am I not using thirds? I'm gonna take this camera, Shift W, and I'll press A. I should go D. I forgot I lined that camera up for like a hero shot. That makes no sense. Okay, D. Gotta get this. What would it be like? First of all, we'll probably be a little bit further back. Maybe the ground wouldn't be as in focus. Why would tilt it? Shift W. That door is huge. That's a huge door. We gotta fix that. We gotta get this back right. I moved it too. Let's see. We was here with it. Come out the portal. This door should be scaled up. Because it just looked like I closed the door. It really did. It looked like I closed the door. And on the actual footage, I did close the door. But that's a big door, bro. That door is huge. It's not supposed to be like that. You see, I right there is where I grabbed the door and I closed the door. So maybe I grab all 3 of these. Size it down. Shift W. See how I'm anyways. Step out on the ground. This needs to be lit up better in the background. We need some more light. Size is cool. Power. Sheesh. All right, the ground is not looking real to me. So let's go to edit mode. I thought I did. Yeah. I did do the subdivision surface modifier. So I'm gonna go back and go to my displacement, which should be here. And mid-level, what are we looking like? Is it mid-level or is it scale? Ah, it's scale. Let's turn that into some real concrete. And then there's also this trick for the concrete that I learned. When you take a wooden texture and you take a wooden texture and you add it to the roughness of the material. Give me a second, I'll show you. So like, let me see if I go to unsplash.com and I type in wood, WOOD, and basically they have, like, you could take a photo texture of, you know, like this, right? And then you can plug it into the roughness and it'll make the ground look wet. So if I download that joint real quick and go to my downloads, grab that, put it right there, unplug this roughness and plug in this one. Yeah, make the ground look wet. Yeah. All right. If these TVs were not emitting orange, that would be so dope. That would be so dope. Because right now I can't really vision how I'm trying to do it. So I'm going to go back, mess with these TVs. And quite literally, if I change one, since it was Alt D, they all should change. So if I go to television and I go to which one is this? Is that that's not the material texture, is it? Okay, cool. All right, so I might completely take out that orange. Yeah, that's more like it. And I'm gonna plug color to color here, and then I'm gonna have to animate it flickering like a TV. So like kind of like off-white and like a warmer white, and yeah, we're gonna get it right. Yeah, just have it flickering. We'll animate that, have it flickering. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, that's too bright, so we got to bring that down. That factor is that? No, it's not factor. That comes down. It's gonna be the strength set to multiply. Here's the value. So if I ease that down like that, let's make sure I'm in sRGB because I don't understand why I look so pale. Which I'm right here, and I am in sRGB. So let's see if I don't want no emission on myself. That's not gonna work like that. But if I do that like that, maybe it will work. Yeah, maybe it will work. I really don't want my feet showing too much because I didn't really do this scene the way I want it to. But if we add some like camera movement, doesn't matter. You're being too picky. You're just trying to get out of the creative block. That's all we doing here, Leon. You gotta tell yourself, you gotta talk to yourself sometime. You gotta tell yourself, I'm just trying to get out the creative block. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to get out of the creative block. So let me go to this camera. Let me go to my depth of field again. And I might have to bring that a little bit lower. Like a 0.9. And let's turn off the denoise because that definitely makes it look unreal. But the fireflies. So I'm going to increase my samples. Is it? Yeah, it should be. Oh yeah, no, we definitely need some denoising. All right, I'm gonna have to turn myself down because I'm too bright in front of the camera. So still gotta turn myself down some more, which right now I'm at 0.6. So if I turn myself to like 0.2. Kind of fit in the scene just a little bit better. Just a little bit. I don't gotta, ain't gotta be too much. Man, that door. All right, I don't like that door. I'm gonna have to delete that door. We need to put this stuff in front, kind of sideways, kind of leading outward. It's like, I come out the portal and these are on the sides. Make sure it's touching the ground too. These are on the sides. Kind of hide the edges a little bit. Just make sure I don't come in contact with it. Maybe I could use it to help me hide my feet a little bit. If I bring it closer to the camera, maybe. Yeah, that could be used to help me hide my feet. If I bring boxes, and I know I have flatter boxes over here too. So if I go to my asset browser, if I go to asset browser and I type in box, I got a pizza box. That's not all that great. But why not? Throw a pizza box in there. Cause why not? Right? Makes sense to me. Throw a pizza box on that joint about right there. Size it up just a tad. 0. Let's see if my feet can. If that'll help me out at all. Oh, snap. Yeah, there we go. Bring it down, make it touch the ground. And, let's add some more boxes, because why not? Maybe we'll go closer to the camera. About right here. 0, GY. I'm going to bring these crates closer to the camera. Like right there. And GX to help me hide my feet. Backlit. Stuff on the ground. So it looks like this is, yep, I got to bring it forward. So GY has to be in front of GX, GZ, GX. Still not in front. I still see my feet on top of it, which is like a key indication that my feet are not in, or the boxes are not in front of my feet. I'm trying to get them to show in front of my feet, but I still see my feet right there. So I have to GY and then GZ. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now if we probably size this down some. You know what would actually make more sense? What would actually make more sense is if you saw like one of the TVs at the edge as I come out of the portal. That would actually make a lot of sense. That would make a whole lot of sense. Like if you see a TV with the antennas like right here, and that would actually make a whole lot of sense. What am I talking about? Alt D. Where you at? Where you at, nah? GY. Dang it. Come on. GZ. There we go. There you are. You right there. Right there. All right. If we GY, bring it back. Bring it back. And then let's. And I thought these joints had antennas, but I guess we don't. Okay, let's just want to hide my feet a little bit. I don't want to hide my feet completely. I just want to hide the seams. Maybe we can rotate a little bit on the x-axis. Oh, that's the wrong way. Rotate on the y-axis. So that way it'll be like, yo, what is that? Definitely needs to be smaller. And bring it up. Now we GX. Maybe we can Alt D. Alt D. And it'll be like there's something in the foreground. A couple different things in the foreground. That you can't really make out and tell what it is. And I think that's why I should also use the FBX that we got from Fab. So if I file, import FBX and desktop, is it? I think it is desktop. No, it's not. Let's see. Where is it? Recents, FBX. Bring it. Yep, got it. Bring it in. Import. And that's GY, because this one has the antennas. How many of them did I bring over? Okay, just one. All right. These TVs actually look better than my model, but I'm not, yeah. It's like whatever. I don't really care. One. See, these are in the same collection as the pizza box, and that's throwing me off. So I'm gonna move the pizza box to box cluster, and I should now just have the TV. Let me see, box cluster, where you go? Right there. All right. And 10. All right, cool. We will rotate GY 0. There we go. Antennas showing now. X G Y GX. Can't really tell that they are, that it's a TV antenna though. Can't really tell. But I did do a good job at covering up my feet, I think. Nope, I didn't. Look like I'm walking on the TV now. GY GX. Scale down. Scale up. Yeah, this is crazy. Scale is such a huge thing for Blender. Like if you got something wrong in scaling, if you got the scale wrong, everything is wrong. Once the scale is wrong, everything is wrong. Let's grab this antenna. Scale this joint down one more time. Might be able to rotate it on the x-axis to kind of make it look a little bit more. Where'd you go? Antenna, where you go? I need to vibe, y'all. I need to vibe. So we're gonna do, why not? Let's do, yeah, we'll just do that. But yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to get this to scale correctly in the camera. So we're gonna move this, scale it down. These shouldn't be showing at all right now. I want it like super close to the TV. I'm sorry, super close to the camera. And if I scale this joint down some more, and then just move the antenna over, then all I gotta do is move this stuff back with it. Now we talking about a little something. I ain't mad at it. Y'all. Maybe bring this one a little bit closer. Nah, that was covering up that edge perfectly. We'll bring it up then. If it was covering up the edge perfectly, GZ it. Yeah, there we go. We want it to look like it's in the foreground. There, I like that. That's cold. Feet show a little bit, so maybe I can GZ and then GX. See, that depth of field just really kind of sells it. It's the depth of field that sells it. Maybe if I add another, if I go Alt D, G, and we add another like piece of an antenna and just kind of rotate it on the Z axis a little bit. Maybe we could scale this one down some. Backlit. I feel like we need more lights back here. To shift W, shift W. Let me get this frame. Just kind of add that to the foreground a little bit. Let's see. GY, we'll add it to the back portion of the screen. GZ, size it down. GZ, size it down some more. Still not close enough to the camera. Come on with it. There we go. Size it down, GZ, size it down. And then if I add just a little bit of motion to the camera with Shakeify, and we do the close-up, and the close-up kind of moves up and down like that, but it doesn't go too crazy. So I'll have a little bit of camera motion as I walk up. A little bit of camera motion. Maybe I can't move it now. Hold on. Shift W. know if I move this camera in, I'm gonna mess up and I'm gonna be mad about it. But I'm about to try it anyway. Just a little bit. See if we can. We world building. It is what it is. We world building. Had that kind of like off into the vignette. That's too much. What is this? The investigation? Let me see. Where's the camera at? Camera. Yeah, that's the investigation. That's too much. We need the close-up. There we go. Okay. Background just looks a tad bit twisted to me. I kind of wonder if that's because of the scale of the camera. All right, cool. That's a cool little quick little shot. We'll keep that for right now, right? So that's shot one. That's shot one. Yeah. I'll keep that for right now. It's decent. It's something. But what I need is, I do need this to. Let me see if I can. If I changed. So what I would do is I would probably add a point light, and we'll put that point light. Oh, it's actually good right there. Let's just turn it blue to kind of match what we're trying to do here. It's shining over there. We don't want it over there. We want it GX behind the subject. Let me see. Put it back behind here, raise it up, and maybe we can do exposure. That way the ground will kind of have like a blue light that kind of matches the screen. I don't know about that. I don't know if I like that too much. I like the point light, but I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So we'll go to saturation, turn it back white, maybe a little off-white. I mean, is that yellow? I can hardly tell sometimes. And then turn the value down. Let's give this a more of a. This needs to be darker. sRGB, goofy. sRGB. Yeah, that one's sRGB. Change that material to TV housing. Yeah, that's a little bit more. I'm still gonna take that blue light out of there from the background, but all in all, we did something. We created something. all in all, let's see if I can move this a little closer to the camera so you can't see the bottom. Would that be a crisis? Yes, it would. Okay. We grinding now. We creating something. We creating something. A little quick little scene. Walk in and see a stack of TVs just stacked all up. You know what I'm saying? Let's Alt D these boxes. Turn them. Maybe we can do, let me see if I type in concrete here. I do have some concrete debris that I could try to put out here. Let's see. Try to put the concrete debris like right in the front maybe. Why not? Break up the lines, right? And then maybe scale it down. GY. I know I'm focused on like little minute details, but yeah, I'm just like that. I'm like that. Let's see. What if we use these to make the portal look like it's like sitting on top of like piles of rocks? So if I size it up a little bit and move it over. Something like this, and Alt D. And then 0. Then that'll allow me to bring this TV down some. Over a little bit. Yeah, something like that. And then you never actually, do you see my feet? Maybe bring this up just a tad so you don't see my feet. That's cool. I'll take that. I'll take that. Now, what I can do is, let's see this light up here. Where's this area light at, man? We need more light, so I'm gonna bring it. Give it a little bit more power. Help things look a little bit more real. This does not look bad to me. Maybe back there do like some city lights or something, like let me see what we got. City, nothing in here for city. Let me see building wise. I know I got some buildings in here with lights. I know I do. Let's see, building. I know this one has lights. Not sure about the office buildings. Let's see if this one got lights. Let me take that joint, Put it all the way back there. Do they got lights? Got a couple, but not a lot at all. No, we're not gonna use that one. We can use, I know this one, a grungy building. That joint has lights for sure. Let me see what that look like from the camera. Nope. Those. Oh, I know what I could do. I know exactly what I could do. Let me see. Building. It was the boxes. These are. But I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want to do that. Nothing with city, huh? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What could I do? Well, these are a cluster of buildings. They should have lights. They got lights. They do have lights. Cool. So let's put that in the background. Size it up. GY. I want it in the background. Oh, oh, wait, whoa. Whoa. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, because that's kind of a dope accident. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is kind of a dope accident, y'all. I'm not. Whoa. Hold on a second. Wow. Hold on. I want to see how this come together. Let me see. Hold on, because this is kind of a dope accident. That's kind of a dope accident. I cannot lie. Hold on. What? And they also have. Ain't this the same courtyard pretty much that I'm trying to put myself in? If we look at it from, nah. You know what though? I am not mad at this. This is actually pretty dope. All right, hold on. I gotta change that song. Yeah, this is actually pretty dope. I don't know. I don't know. Zero. And that way I still kind of keep my stuff, you know what I'm saying? We inside the building, but also so are the structures that I built. So 0 scale. Let's see what their emission level is. Yeah, that's kind of dope. That's kind of dope. That's kind of dope. I would probably change the color of that point light then too. Instead of blue, it would be something else. That's kind of dope to me, man. I'm not finna lie to y'all. That's kind of dope to me. Where's that area like? Where I had? 'Cause I feel like let me see. I feel like we just need some more stuff in the background. I do feel like this is, I wonder if I can move this back some. Oh yeah, no, you can't. It was just like perfect spot. Yeah. Because I really just wanted to show in the background just enough. You know what I'm saying? Like not too much, but enough to see how can I, maybe I can go back to the camera, we can size it down some. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Because I want this to look like a dark alleyway. See, so trash bags. Let's throw some trash bags in here. We'll throw a bunch of trash bags like right around here. Size them up. Might as well do the other one too. Trash pile. Oop, that's too big. And we'll D. Boom. Now you got a trash pile that you can barely even see. So I need to bring some light over towards the trash pile. And how about we go Shift A. And we go area light, and we bring it back, X, Y, up, back, tilt, turn up the power. Trash bags need to now, come on, select. Trash bags need to now touch the ground. Alright, so 0, maybe scale, and drop. Oh, that's too far. They not touching the ground, they under the ground. Closer, scale it down so it look further back. No. Come on. There we go. Now they back there on the floor. No, they're not on the floor. Is that the floor? Yeah, that's the floor. I think. I hope. How about we just mix them in with the boxes? That would make sense. Let's mix them in with the boxes. GY. Oh, snap. They got the whole thing with it. I'm going to leave Shorty and them alone. I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to leave Shorty and them alone. You understand me? Put a box back there and call it. Because I'm going to leave Shorty and them alone. This is kind of crazy. Maybe scale this up. Kind of tilted. 0. Yeah, it's something back there. I don't know. I can't tell. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna go ahead and render this out, take a break, get off. I did not see how many people was on Twitch. I did not see how many people was on TikTok. But yeah, we was just breaking the creative block, man. You know, sometimes you're gonna have some distractions. Sometimes you're gonna have some basically some things that take your attention away from what you're doing, and you got to be able to knock the rust off when you interrupt that flow. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to know how to get back into flow state. We were like 9 or 10 days strong on the learning out loud episodes, and yeah, some distractions came up, and then now here I am, you know, trying to knock the rust off, man. Got to get back going. So I'm gonna render this out, man, and we're going to composite in DaVinci. I probably won't even use, honestly, I'm thinking I probably won't even use this. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. Yes, I will. I just feel like I need more lights in the scene. That's what I feel like. If this was a building, it would have lights right over that little garage piece. Maybe I add a point light. Take it back there. Turn up the not the exposure. Well, hold on a second. No, I don't know. Well, to the back. Let's see. To the back, up by the building. Yeah, I be messing with stuff. But anyway, it don't look too bad. It's something. We did something today, you know? And yeah, we're gonna composite this. We're gonna get all of this together. So I'm about to get ready to start rendering this out, and I don't know, man. I will see y'all whenever this joint is done. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long it's gonna take, but we're gonna see. We're gonna find out. I'll when it's done, I'm gonna hop back on. We're gonna composite together. So thank y'all for kicking it with me. Thank y'all for coming to see your boy. Try to shake off some of this creative rust, right? For missing a couple of days. But yeah, we back popping. We getting it going. It's Leon. You know me.